Oh,
Absolutely.
well said, Bobby.
That's gold.
Thank you.
Bobby,
Gold.
throughout
Yes, sir.
wrestling, you always hear the tough guys in the sport. And, you got some big guys and smaller guys. One guy that doesn't get a lot of play on the Monty Nefaro show is the exotic Adrian Street. And he always seemed like a pretty small guy to me. But now that you hear about him, supposedly he was super tough and could really kick the crap out of people. Uh, can you share your
Yes,
thoughts on
yes.
Adrian Street?
I first met Adrian Street on Thanksgiving Day at Superstar Bill Dundee's house in Hendersonville, North Carolina. Adrian Street and Miss Linda came to Thanksgiving dinner along with Jonathan Boyd and Luke Williams, who was the sheep herders then. And I met all four of them for the very first time, and they would all be integral from Superstar Bill Dundee to Adrian Street to Luke Williams in my career. Very instrumental. I'll never forget, Adrian Street was a super tough guy. But Linda, I don't know if you know it or not, was a very tough woman. Did you guys know that?
No.
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 She was a shooter like Adrian was. She could beat guys up, stretch them. She even got Jim Cornette down one time and stretched him in the dressing room.
I would have loved to
Well,
see
as a
that.
matter of fact, I'll never forget, I was wrestling Adrian Street in Jonesboro, Arkansas. And he got mad at me for whatever reason in the ring one night. And he busted one of them mirrors over my head, teaching me a lesson. And I mean, I got juice and everything, but then I wrestled him in San Antonio, and we had a great program. And it was me against him for the Southwest Junior United States title, I think it was. But I'll never forget, one time we were wrestling, and I was laying down on the mat, and Adrian grabbed the belt. And all of a sudden, I was in real good shape. He took the championship belt and tried to push it into my teeth, the side of it. And I caught it just in time. And I said, "Hey, man, are you all right?" He said, "I'm just making sure that you're okay." So he must have thought I was a little stiff. Probably I was, a little excited. But then I'd wrestled him in San Antonio, and I loved the program, and I love Adrian Miss Linda. Then I became a fantastic and was wrestling over in Louisiana for Mid-South. Well, they brought Adrian in and put me against him one night. And he was just establishing himself then. Well, I did early in the match, one of the things that I did in San Antonio, I went out and had one of the fans take my jacket off like Miss Linda did. But it really wasn't established yet, and Adrian got a little hot. Well, it didn't do nothing to me there. It wasn't until I was in world class and I was wrestling in San Antonio, and they had Sunshine for a while as Tommy Rogers and I's manager, valet. Well, I was wrestling in a single match against Adrian, and Miss Linda was the segment of force for Adrian. Well, as soon as me and Adrian locked up, he took me down to the mat and stretched me. And he would only let me up long enough to take me back down and stretch me some more, and stretch me some more. And the only offense I had was the finish of the match. And I got the message, and I understood, and he taught me a lesson. But did he hurt me? No. But could he hurt people? Yes. Johnny Mantell tried him, and Johnny fancied himself as a shooter. And Adrian Street rode him like a dog in Shreveport, and we all watched that. I believe it was Shreveport or New Orleans. Johnny had made the comment, "I'm going to stretch Adrian Street. I'm going to hurt him tonight." Adrian Street was way ahead of himself. And I've even heard Adrian do an interview about Carl Gotch, who was famous for shooting. But he said when 12 yards came to William, he couldn't beat nobody over there. And I've got a shooting story, if you don't mind me sharing this with you.
Shoot.
There was, going back to Calgary, there was a shooter there by the name of John Foley. Not many people talked about him, but he was from England. Well, when I was in Calgary, I was about 240 pounds at the hill, pretty stocky guy. So we was in a hotel room one night, and John Foley said, try me, baby bull. They told me the baby bull. Try me and see if you can see what you got. Well, I didn't try that. He was on all fours. I just dove on him, 250 pounds. John went down and purple burned the whole side of his face.
Ooh.
Not because I hooked him or stretched him, but because my weight forced him down and he'd been drinking. Well, the next day they got in the van and everybody was ribbing him that Bobby Fulton had stretched the great John Foley. And I laughed and laughed about that and everything. But you know, back in the old days, guys would stretch people, especially the young guys. And, you know, and it was part of the initiation.